Welcome to Balatro Jenga, where the goal is to survive as long as you possibly can. 4 of us will all share one account where we can only play gold stake on, but this is where the challenge kicks in. If someone wins a run on gold stake, you can no longer use that deck and jokers that they use to actually complete the run. We all agreed that adding the extra credit mod would make this challenge even more exciting because the extra credit mod not only adds additional jokers, but additional decks to make the challenge go even longer. The first one to go was Zeno, which was basically just playing a regular gold stake run because no jokers or decks were out of the pool yet. So the hardest decision he had to make was what deck did he want to use first.
I really love Echo deck. The thing is, if I gold stake it, none of them get to try it out, but I'm kind of okay with that.
Yeah, the Echo deck sounded extremely fun. Thanks a lot, Zeno. I didn't want to play it whatsoever, but I completely respect his choice because this deck looked extremely powerful. Because no jokers were out of the pool yet, this was just a regular run of Balatro, which was extremely easy for Zeno because he is a very good player. So the question would be, what jokers would be out of the pool as he finished ante 8?
We did it, chat. Knocking out Invis is extraordinarily funny.
Zeno got rid of some really good jokers during his run, the main ones being the Photograph, Sock and Bussin', the Invisible Joker, which is just cruel, and the Lucky Cat. All of these jokers can no longer be bought and or used throughout everyone else's runs, so things just got a little bit more difficult. Next up was Doc Spectre, which I guarantee you just didn't even care about Zeno going first because he was probably going to complete this his very first try as well.
All right, team, what deck should we play? Any deck that we play, no one else can play. So, you know, you get the easy ones out of the way. Maybe Ghost deck? Okay, Gold Stake Ghost deck. Let's do it.
Doc taking Ghost deck away was kind of mean because both Raffle and I actually really enjoy that deck, but it is what it is. It's a part of the game and I understand his decision. And if you know anything about Doc Spectre, this would not be a challenge whatsoever for him. So once again, just like Zeno, the question would end up being what jokers would he take out of the pool?
We go here. I wonder what... This is square. This is halvesies. Okay. So halvesies here, square there. This is sellable, so these go here. And then that's it. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is green joker. That's it. All right, so very chill, easy run. No more green joker, no more square joker. That's brutal. I hope someone else drops out before it comes back to me, and then that way I don't have to deal with this.
Doc, unfortunately for us, took out green joker, square joker, half joker, ramen, 2 new jokers from the extra credit mod being 10-gallon hat and accretion disc. And just like Zeno on gold stake, a lot of these jokers are actually extremely good. And probably, as you already guessed, this is going to get a lot harder for the next person, Raffle.
I'm gonna go ahead and take yellow deck. I'll leave Rarran. I'm sure he'll want the checker deck, and we'll see how it goes. So I have 3 hours to do this. I don't think it'll take very long at this stage.
Raffle decided to take yellow deck, which might be one of the best decks for gold stake, and he also reminded me of something kind of important. For each play session we do this, we only have 3 hours to actually complete a deck. If you don't complete it in 3 hours, that is how you get knocked out of this challenge. Raffle, just like the other two, is extremely good at Balatro, and he plays gold stake all the time, so this shouldn't be a challenge for him whatsoever.
I don't even think the molt makes a difference there. Oh my god, dude. That's frustrating.
That was just a mulligan. Surely Raffle's gonna get it on his second attempt.
Oh! That is otherwise a run-winning joker, too.
It was extremely unfortunate to finally find Card Sharp on possibly the worst boss ante that he can get. And it ended up going to the 3rd attempt where eventually Raffle did actually win a run. Before we get to what jokers Raffle won with yellow deck, Raffle actually had a really interesting realization.
I think these jokers are just fine to continue with. Card Sharp would be funny just to block. Yeah, but again, like, I have to play again in the future, right? So it's not as simple as just use the good jokers. I think I'm just okay with these. Oh god, that would be no. No, that's a little too far. Look, here's the thing. There's no world in which Constellation comes back around to me, is it? Good luck, have fun. Somebody's gonna get a Constellation before I play next week, right? Unfortunately, we got three really good Jokers cleared there.
Raffle took a lot of multipliers out of the Joker pool, which was actually a really big deal as we continue going through this challenge. Constellation, Vampire, and Hologram are all gone, as well as Golden Joker, Fortune Teller, and Blue Joker, which means it's finally my turn. And something you should probably know about me is I am the worst player here, so going last in the rotation definitely felt like I was being targeted by the rest of them. I'm just saying, why is the worst player in the hardest position? Pause. I miss my family. Can you give them back? No. Zeno, can I change decks halfway through if I feel like I'm not feeling erratic? The answer to that is yes, by the way. As long as you complete a deck that is available in your 3 hours, you are completely safe. Rather than going with erratic, I decided to go with the red deck. Even though I felt like I was the worst person amongst all of them, I was still relatively confident at this point in the challenge. That is until something unfortunate happened. 07s. Actually close. Now, this isn't coping when I say this, but I actually think losing there was a real big benefit because on my second attempt, which I won, by the way, I was able to take away some incredible Jokers from the pool. Okay, as long as it's not card sharp, like we're kind of chilling. Oh, I didn't move it over. Is that gonna matter? No, there's no way. Blueprint, Hanging Chad, and Card Sharp gone in the same run? That is a feels good, man. Good run, I hate you. Everybody survived round 1 of Balatro Jenga. Yes, give yourself a round of applause. I know everybody's shocked, but now this is where the real game begins. There are more than 20 Jokers removed from the pool, meaning in shops, it becomes a lot more difficult to get a build going. And yes, it's only gonna get worse from here. Round 2 starts with Zeno once again with the Anaglyph deck. And as someone who is not as familiar with the extra credit mod, Zeno truly found a combo that allowed him to get through this one pretty easily.
Don't hate Clown College. Oh my god, wait. We may die, but we're about to get 4 fools. And only a fool would not go for this. What do you mean -2? What do we want to make a lot of? But because we're about to have 4 deaths. The queen is dangerous because it could be debuffed, but queens are probably good.
Those 2 Jokers, and obviously with a combination of some others, did a lot of work for Zeno, and he was pretty easily able to beat this gold stake. But the question is, what Jokers did he actually take out of the pool?
That's just absolutely freaking hilarious. This game is cruel. Okay. Oh, that should win. All right. So, we got rid of Madness, we got rid of Vagabond, we got rid of Forklift, Farmer, and more importantly, we got rid of one of the scaling plus mult Jokers. Oh, hello, Dr. Spectre.
This leads us to round 2 with Dr. Spectre, and I still think he wasn't that nervous about this challenge.
My friend Zeno, I want to do him a solid. I know he hates Gold Stake Plasma Deck. I think Raffle maybe doesn't love Gold Stake Plasma Deck. I'm not sure how Rarran feels about Gold Stake Plasma Deck, or about any Gold Stake.
Oh my god, bro. Oh, hell no.
But what I'm going to do is I'll take out the Gold Stake Plasma deck.
Dr. Spectre went for an interesting strategy here of finding the tag where he could skip for a rare, but instead decided to go for basically the perfect straight run because he had runner from the very beginning. And I really mean it. I think he had one of the best straight Balatro runs I've ever seen in my life. And on top of that, he took away one of the best Jokers in the game.
Take a Brainstorm. Just double checking it doesn't have a gold sticker, right? Could do one of those. All right, so these probably go over here somewhere. What's this? Looks like a straight to me. Oh, don't do that. Can't do that. There you go. Just like we drew it up.
Dr. Spectre took out Running Man, Four Fingers, Shortcut, Hiker, and of course Brainstorm from the pool, meaning if you wanted to go straight, that's virtually impossible now.
We're doing more of the Jenga today. It's my turn. So I have to pick a deck without a sticker. I think we're taking blue. Blue deck, we can't take anything with a sticker. 3 hours to get this done. Hack, probably not great. It's fine with the Hierophant, but oh no. Purple Joker on blue deck. I can't believe nobody's used this yet.
For the record, that is one of the best Jokers in the extra credit mod, and it pretty much handed Raffle the free win, but he got one more thing to guarantee it.
Okay.
With the combination of Purple Joker and Obelisk, Raffle was able to have the fastest run thus far. The question remains, like always, what Jokers did he end up taking from the pool?
Oh God, what are we going to do? GG.
In about 20 minutes, Raffle took away Blackboard, Obelisk, Superposition, Purple Joker, and Diet Cola, which means it is my turn once again. A lot of the times Malt Jokers are disappearing, and I don't know how likely we are to actually beat the anti-ape boss anymore. So red deck was taken, I took it. Blue deck's gone, yellow deck's gone. Green deck is still in, black deck's still in. Magic deck, Nebula, Ghost is gone. Abandon actually might be interesting now because I don't, Zodiac's still in. Is shocking. Plasma's gone. What deck do I want to play? The checkered honestly might just be the best one. We saw Bloodstone in the collection, right? I don't know where it is. Kind of just looking. Okay, Bloodstone's still around. Also works with Flush because the tribe's still in. Oops, all sixes is still in. Thankfully, checker deck brought me some good fortune because I was able to find one of the last flat malt scaling Jokers with red card. Not allowed me to go through the entire run without much trouble, especially because I had the bad apple. Look for steel, but I mean, I'm just gonna play 5. We'll be okay. We have a 2.5. All right. Let's go. Did Apple get the sticker? Oh, that's a good point. What? That's horseshit, bro. It was there. It was there when the round was finished. All right, sorry. I'm just looking at the amount of Jokers I have left before it gets back to me and I just get fucked. I was able to take away Campfire, Smiley Face, Red Card, Plushie, and unfortunately Bad Apple didn't actually get the golden sticker, which may be relevant in future runs. That leads us to round 3 with Zeno. Zeno decided to do erratic deck, which the strategy always is just trying to find the greatest erratic deck you can before you really get into your run. And he found a pretty great one.
You know what? I'm gonna re-roll for an investment tag and then we'll just look at the deck. Alright, this may be lots of aces and kings. Okay.
Zeno had a great run on this erratic deck and it was easily going to be able to beat Gold Stake with it, but unfortunately he made a slight error.
And we do have the voucher at least. We'll get our tarot card. Oh my god, another $20. Chat, I am not, I don't know what the proper term is. My brain is not registering it. Like, it's not even that. When I look at it, I do not perceive the gold stick. If someone wants to make one that's like 18 times the size, it would be so nice. Oh my god. Abstract.
The muscle memory really kicks in when you just want to buy the best Joker in the shop, and unfortunately Zeno fell victim to that. Luckily for him, his next erratic run was actually extremely good. Look at the deck he ended up getting.
All right.
That's what you want. Zeno.
Imposter Turtle Bean? No, no, no. Alright. Erratic. Gone. Alloy is actually a big one. I feel like the doc can use this to easily win a run, and now they cannot. Troubadour is not that big of a deal. Baseball card is really brutal. That was one of the few remaining decent X-Mult Jokers.
Doc chose one of the decks from the extra credit mod, which is the Arcology deck. This one lets you start at anti-0, but you get -1 hand size, basically going through 3 more shops and allowing you to get a build a little bit earlier.
Can't do red card. Probably we don't want Lustful Joker here. These have gold stickers. That's not it.
Doc also took the fact that you could use the skip tags to get a really early advantage on econ, meaning that you're basically starting at anti-1 with an extra $50.
Could be one of those. Unfortunately, we already did the hat, but that is a big hat. Could be seed money here. There's no way we need 4s and 3s. This boss -1 hand size could do that instead of this. Okay, if we have Canio, probably we're supposed to take Tarot Merchant, but maybe not yet.
Doc was the first person to be lucky enough to find a legendary Joker, and he got arguably the best one, which is Canio. And weirdly, out of Doc fashion, he actually ended up losing this run, which I couldn't believe. No, I'm just kidding. He ended up winning this run pretty easily.
Oh well. Well, I guess that's what happens when you get Canio. 20 X-Mult, let's go.
Taking Canio out of the pool is extremely interesting because if someone does end up finding another legendary soul, if they roll Canio, it's going to be a really sad day. Doc also got rid of Cavendish, Clown College, Showman, Ceremonial Dagger, and Supernova, all of which are pretty decent jokers for this challenge. Probably noticed at this point, finding jokers for a build is getting more and more difficult, which leads me to Raffle.
All jokers are going to be quite difficult to find right now.
Raffle decided to pick the Abandoned deck, which is the one that has no face cards, and immediately into his run, he had a really interesting question that I guess none of us actually considered.
What happens if I generate a previously used, I don't know, do I have to sell it immediately like this? Let's hope so. I'm gonna do that until Zeno comes in and tells me I'm cheating. Still getting 1.5. I think we're dead. Giga dead. I was too greedy with the steel card.
We ended up going with the exact rule Raffle had for the rest of the challenge, that if Riffraff generated a Joker with a gold sticker, you just had to immediately sell it. Unfortunately, Raffle did lose this attempt, but his next one, he got a nice pair of pants.
Pants? Expensive pants, but pants nonetheless.
Pants is one of the last scaling base malt jokers, meaning this was a pretty easy run for Raffle, and the question remains, like always, what jokers did he get out of the pool?
Can we try to grief the next player of Jenga by taking another joker? We can, and I've done that before, but the problem is I'm also one of the next players of Jenga. That plan kind of falls apart when you like remember that I still have to play the game. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna sell out of it, but I'm still not convinced. It does in clubs or debuff boss rounds? Yeah, that's what I thought. I don't have the enough space in my score to science it is the thing. But I'm very, very sure that it like still works. It's just, once again, chat guessing and then stating things matter-of-factly, I'm pretty sure. All right, that one took a little bit longer than last time, but at least we got it done.
Raffle took away Ice Cream, Rubber Ducky, of course the pants, Pocket Aces, and Seeing Double. Seeing Double arguably the most important one here because that is another times malt gone. It was my turn again, and this is the very first time that I started to notice that a lot of the good decks are completely gone. Because for some reason, I tried to use Zodiac deck, and the biggest problem with Zodiac deck to begin with is that you don't see a lot of jokers, and you see even less usable usable jokers because the amount that have gold stickers on it. And pretty quickly, I gave up on this deck. Okay, I'm not gonna use this deck. There's no way this is the deck. This deck feels so bad in this. You're so limited. We can try black. Let's try black. I thought maybe black deck was gonna be a good call at this point because at least you do get the extra joker slot, but I was immediately reminded why this deck is so difficult, and I quickly moved on to a different one. God, it's so difficult because like you don't have as many options as you want to. How much time do I have? 1:30. Maybe it's chat. Can I blame chat for this? I blame chat. I don't have to take any of the blame, but I get all of the benefit. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, I need a joker that does anything here. I mean, that's a joker that's something. When a playing card is destroyed, add a copy of it to your deck, and this joker gains. Okay, I think I have to take that, and I'm opening this, and then I'm opening popcorn. Okay, that's a good joker to have. We just need to destroy some stuff now. Currently, at this point, I have taken the longest out of anyone to actually beat a round, and I was getting extremely worried that this is going to be my point where I get knocked out. Luckily for me, that ship came relatively early, and it was just enough maul to actually get me through the finish line, meaning I am safe for one more round. Times 49. Yeah, I'm just happy I fucking did it. Jesus Christ. Thank God that's over with, man. I can't believe it. Even though this did take me the longest to complete, I actually took away some of the best jokers still available in the pool. I got flashcard, the ship of thesis, driver's license, and throwback out. And most importantly, I got painted deck out of the pool as well. But shockingly, that wasn't even the best part about winning the run. How many more decks are there? 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6. Okay, so here's the good news. If I do it one more time, I'm free because I can't play an extra deck. With 6 decks remaining, that means that Rothel and I only have to do one more deck each to just finish our run in Jenga. So going second last and last wasn't necessarily a horrible thing, which leads me to Zeno starting round 4. Zeno decided to pick the Zodiac deck, which I failed at, but luckily for him, he ended up finding another legendary joker.
Oh, okay, cool. Well, okay. That's good. Yeah. That's ideal.
And because he found Perkio so early, the endless value that it was giving the run was enough for him to basically breeze through this. But he decided to do something that I thought was a little weird near the end of the run.
But I'll keep Perkeo in the pool for all of you. All right, we did it. Nah, I like the fun game of keeping it in there.
Not that it's very likely to find Perkio again, but shout out to Zeno for selling it in case someone else got the legendary soul. But he didn't even need it to be ante 8, and we lost some really interesting jokers here. Mime, Certificate, Eclipse, Egg, and Stencil are all out of the pool. Oh no, what am I gonna do without the egg? This brings us back to Doc Spectre, who decided to take on the magic deck.
What are we... hanging?
Because Doc took the lucky tag and skipped into a hermit, that meant he had a ridiculous economy from the beginning of his run, which basically translated and snowballed into an easy victory.
I don't understand how people manage to beat Gold Stake. Seems tough. Well, it wouldn't be a very interesting game design if it was just unbeatable, right? And so it's got to be beatable somehow. And maybe if you have enough practice and you've tried it enough times, you get a feel for what works and what doesn't work. And maybe experience is the answer.
Doc, that's an excellent point. Gold Stake is entirely beatable, and watching you over and over again has proven that point. And if you're someone looking for any advice on how to get better at this game, go watch his YouTube channel. This guy is a literal wizard when it comes to Balatro. Look at his economy. It is absolutely insane.
Hey, look, someone already got the gold sticker on the Cavendish. What a rude dude, that guy who did that. Discard all the jacks, right? Okay, we have some threes. We Can throw these away. Throw the pair. Okay, there's a 4. We can discard some jacks. Okay. Now the 3 is forced. Gotta play the 3. So something like that. And then send it. There we go. 2 stickers.
I can't tell if Doc was doing that to be nice or to just completely flex on us, but because Doc sold a ton of jokers before he actually got the gold stickers, the only 2 jokers removed from the pool is Hallucination and Idol. And this brings us all the way back to Raffle. And reminder, if Raffle ends up winning this round, he is completely safe from the challenge and he has beaten Balatro Jenga. Well, that is the case as long as I also win. But I think Raffle will speak for himself here, as you could see how hard this challenge has actually gotten. And even though I've watched every single run, I really don't understand how Doc Spectre makes this so easy.
It's going to become increasingly difficult to like get wins when we have so few jokers available to us. Just need to hope this is a queen. It's not. It was a jack. Unlucky. I don't know. Maybe Nebula deck isn't the way, but like I was hoping that Telescope could kind of carry. I think it might be a reset angle again. These pairs because Supernova's gone. I think we're dead. Tooth is gonna bankrupt us? No, it's not. What makes you think we're making it to the Tooth right now? Yep, we're dead. Unless this is a 3 of a kind. We've seen very few queens already. That's really frustrating. I don't know if we're gonna get a win. This is just brutal, man. Makes it so hard. I have very few jokers that are available to me. The rules of the game make it very hard. Okay. This is really good.
Even though Raffle suffered quite a bit, finding that handbook really early into the run allowed him to accumulate enough chips every single hand that finally he was able to get past this round of Jenga. But you could tell that Raffle was getting extremely stressed from this challenge, and me being in chat, I was worried for my life.
Right now is we were going to need like 2 flower pot hands. Oh my god, dude. I think I might be safe because I don't think there's enough decks left for this to come back around. So we might be done with Jenga. Oh my god. Took a little bit longer than the past runs, but still had plenty of time.
With Raffle winning the round, Rocket, Handbook, Mystic Summit, Flower Pot, Acrobatics, and Joker Lisa are now gone from the pool. Meaning if you go through the rest of the Jokers, I have no idea how I'm supposed to win a run. Chat, black or green, what are we thinking here? I think it's, what is green again? Green, I haven't done green in a hot minute either. I mean, green's fine. Having -1 hand is such a big deal. We'll swap in between because I can swap in between, but let's get this shit out of the way. Might be the end here, boys. Maybe I learned. Oh no, it's over. Might have leaned too much into the flushes and I got burned. Yeah, with the half thing too. It's over. There's no way. Yeah, there's no way. God, these fucking jokers. What's up, Zeno? Okay. Oh my god. Awful right. There's like no jokers available. Okay, I'm going for pairs if he's right here. This guy fucking loves me today. Baron. Oh my, no. Times 2 5 multiplies by 1. Times 1. Each game played resets after 1.5. What a card. Okay, I'm gonna take that. I'm also taking this. Okay, let me lock in here. Hold on. Gives times 2.5 malt, decreases by 1 each hand played, resets after. Okay, I think I'm just gonna go for pairs then. But like this, it just makes sense. Let's not get too feisty. Big. That's actually massive. Okay, we're gonna need to find another malt joker though. I gotta get rid of mill and rebate. I don't know why I'm not using it. Plus 20 malt if remaining hands are less than discards. Dude, that combination right there is like insane. Oh my gosh. Chat, you guys think the tarot card? I could get over the fucking ace getting wrecked. Don't get the tarot card. No! I want the bloodstone back. I want the bloodstone back. I need a malt joker, bro. I don't think it's bloodstone here. I do want to take this though. Plus 20 malt if remaining hands are less than equal to discards. Look, 2 is equal to 2. We're chilling. We be chilling. Do I have any jacks in the deck of 2? Or 2.5 here, right? God, this is a tough one. I think I sell. Onk. Hope it hits this. And then I need malt. Am I able to do the run if exactly that? 110,000 is likely. Like, the thing is, like, my payer is plus or times 20 with 320. So it's like, it's actually like not the worst thing in the world because I don't care about -4 malt. I mean, I do miss the money, but like I think getting 2 traffic lights is probably more important. I mean, I'm not even really against Bird Joker, to be honest with you. I think it's the line. I gotta do the math here, fellas. Hold on. let me calculate this bitch. I really don't want to play the glass if I don't have to, because I think I'm gonna need it for the last round. Okay, I'm just not willing to risk the kings here, I don't think. Please tell me I did the math right. Please tell me I did the math right. Please tell me I did the math right. -3 gold though. All right, 300,000. Okay, how do I line this up to get 400,000? I have 4 hands, so I need to make sure the next one ends at 2.5 if possible. I'm actually kind of okay with just, well, I actually want the money though. I guess we can play this. Oh my God, I've never been happier for a fisting. Holy shit, that's actually so big. I think, okay, again, I don't need to play both. But. By the grace of God themselves, your boy might be making it here. You could read the card. Now, I'm gonna take, I was gonna say something there. I'm gonna pass. I don't think I take that right now. To play that for... No, you cog sucker. Go back down. I went up for like a cheeky discard here, like to try to get the best hand possible. There's more. I think this is enough, but there might be more steel cards here. Okay. But I have to play this. I have to play this. Do I have another glass in the deck? I do, yeah, okay. I have to play these now. Doesn't matter. Oh my God, I'm out, bitch! Let's go! Thank fucking God. All right. Oh my God, thank you. Dude, no more fucking stress. Okay, after a very stressful run, I was able to survive round 4 of Jenga, and I took out Burnt Joker, Raise Fist, Chaos the Clown, and Traffic Light. And as someone who has never played with the extra credit mod, Traffic Light is one of the coolest jokers I have ever got the privilege to play with. And I'm not just saying that because I want. Going into round 5, I am pretty confident at this point I am completely safe. Raffle, on the other hand, needs to hope that Zeno and Doc Spectre win on the last 2 decks remaining. And if Raffles in my round 4 is any indication on how round 5 is gonna go, Rothel should be incredibly worried right now. Zeno starts off round 5 by picking between the last two decks, which is the Bizarre deck from the extra credit mod and the Black deck. So Zeno obviously made the correct decision by going with the Bizarre deck because the Black deck right now sounds like absolute hell.
Timer. I think this is the one. Hell yeah. Technically Scholar's available. That's fun. Odd. Okay, that's some kind of scoring. I don't think we get this because I think in an ideal world we're gonna play pairs with Telescope. I think we take this. Lucky 7 is incredible. We're gonna slowly level up pairs. And the reason we're trying to find 7s is when we play a thing with 7s, it makes everything lucky, and we need the money proc to get our money off the ground. So let's see, any money procs. That... It's the greatest Joker, why did it have to be freaking perishable, man? Riffraff is big. Riffraff is going to give us Jokers we can't use, but we can sell them. We can't use Saki Busky, but we can use To the Moon. We got Rebate and Scholar, both Jokers we can use, which is nice. No, it was the blue seal. I should have realized. Starfruit. I think I'm willing to take. You have 2 rounds remaining. We couldn't make the 7s and the 8s. It's just there's no re-triggering Jokers left that we can use. I'm gonna take it. We're gonna go next. I don't know if this is enough. Maybe a lucky hit could be useful. Never lucky. Oh, it is. We get one more round. Woo. Oh my god, are we... Okay, we'll see. That's helpful. Oh, if we can get the damn rainbow. Seltzer keeps us alive, I think. It's perishable, but it keeps us alive. I mean, Seltzer, if we skip 206,000, maybe we're just good. Oh my gosh, I don't know. I gotta think about this. Even on Vessel, as long as we draw our glass, we're good. Oh, and none of them broke. No way. No way. We did it. I think. Okay. We'll just sell the discard. Or we could sell Rebate. Stickering Seltzer's evil. Look, I don't have a choice. Stickering Rebate is evil. Yeah, Stickering 8-Ball does hurt me, but again, don't have a choice. Never say I didn't do anything for them, okay? It went extinct! Those lucky bastards! That's so funny.
Shockingly, Zeno was able to do that on his very first attempt, and because the banana went extinct at the very last second, Doc Spectre only lost 3 jokers out of the remaining pool, which is Seltzer, 8 Ball, and lucky number 7. Dr. Spectre playing with the final deck means that if he wins this round, we all win Balatro Jenga. So obviously we were all hoping he would win, especially Raffle.
Who's your favorite Balatro YouTuber? You watch content creators, you watch streamers and YouTubers as like, I don't know, that's your hobby or your pastime or whatever. That's to fill time. For me, all these people, these are my coworkers, right? Like we work together, we hang out together. These are my friends. So it's, you know, you ask me who my favorite Balatro content creator is. You're asking me like who my best friend is in the Balatro community, and that's like kind of a weird thing to think about. I think Murphy is an underrated creator, and what I mean by that is he deserves more viewership. He deserves more subscribers for how funny he is, for how good of an entertainer he is. He deserves a bigger following. That's how I feel about Murphy. He deserves better. Hearts are debuffed. All right, sign me up. All right, here's the move. We got a 4. Let's make it fancy. Let's get it fancy in here. 7s. Do a little of this. There you go. Could be walkie-talkie. There's another chance at Fibonacci plus Todd. Okay. With a Mern. I don't think I want the Mern. I think I go Hearts though. Still Hearts. Alright. We go Hearts, we get the Bloodstone later. That's huge. Cartomancer, that's great. Jumbo Standard, maybe. Could be a red seal 4 that we turn into a red seal 5. I'm interested. With Cartomancer, I'm interested. I'm invested. Let's make it happen. I can make Molt Aces. And then dig for another 4. Maybe it's fine. Don't worry about it. Alright. Could get the haul. So, could be a blue seal 4 for our flushes. I like that idea. Do we pick up an ace here? Not as a wild card. Okay. Enhanced cards can't be debuffed. Okay. 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 I could do something like this. I probably don't want to pay the rental fee. I should have discarded to get the blue seal. Alright, here we go. Let's haul it in. Negative tag, holographic. Let's go. Holographic, not the best. Michelle, not the worst. Alright. We got the Bonkler. Oh my god. Hachi machi. This is the run. We've been wrong before. We've been done dirty before. But this could be something. Starfruit is something. Maybe the permanent marker, I'm not like... We don't need the permanent marker, right? We already had the Hearts boss. Okay. I can play this flush, but it doesn't have very much Bloodstone, or it doesn't have very much Fibonacci value, but maybe that's fine. Also, not that much Todd value, so I think we just actually discard a 6 here. I will give it a try, but I don't have high hopes for this one. It's going to be really rough if we need a second flush. It's going to be devastating. Okay, so that's not good. You could play a pair of aces here. The clubs are not going to happen. Diamonds are vaguely possible. You could get a jack here. You could get a 6 here. You could play the 2 pair, is slightly more than the pair. Great. Could be Ancient Joker on hearts. I mean, that's good for 1 round. I guess Ancient Joker is pretty good for us. Sigil, not here. No, I can't. This boss is spoopy. Base, chips and mold halved. Slightly spoopy, I guess. Definitely things like Todd help. Fibonacci helps. Do I want to get rid of the hand size here? I don't really. Do I want to get rid of Todd? Maybe now is the time Todd goes away. Boss reroll if we want it. Maybe we do. Alright. Ancient Joker on hearts. We win. We beat this boss. Could be double rainbow. Retrigger all lucky cards. I don't have that many of those lucky cards. There's a lucky 2. Red Seal 2. Fibonacci compatible. Turn it into hearts. Replace the Bonkler with double rainbow. So with Ancient Joker, we win. Okay. Do I use the sun on the 4 or do I save it for the 2? Ah, that's tough. Okay. This is fine. I can play this. Also fine. I can go sun 1, 2, 3. I can use death to make another red seal. And then now it's a 4 of a kind. I guess it's like this. Yeah, I don't know, something like that probably. Alright, this boss forces a card to be selected. Ancient Joker on diamonds. Okay. Chariot or Strengthen, maybe? This 5 with the red seal, we could make a red steel card. We could just make more hearts. Kind of like that idea. So no more diamonds, no more clubs. If we need glass, we can get glass. Okay, Ancient Joker on hearts. Will Ancient Joker select a suit that's not in your deck? Yeah, Ancient Joker just chooses uniformly between the 4 suits. Actually, it's 3 suits because it doesn't repeat. Ancient Joker on hearts. There you go. I guess you could do the 4 instead. All right, that's it. I would say just like we drew it up, but we know that's not true. I hate that this is the way that it ends. I hate that it ends with Ancient Joker. Gross. Level 26 flushes.
Thank you so much for watching Balatro Jenga. This was a great idea from Dr. Spectre and Zeno. Shout out to Raffle as well for playing, and make sure you go check out all of their channels, which will be linked in the description. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you like and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.